Hey guys, happy Mother's Day. I'm going to share with you a technique that is priceless that I want you to use today, as well as for the rest of your life. It's called gray rocking. Happy Mother's Day. And why am I doing it today? Because I've gotten over 200 engagements of women whose fathers or in-laws or grandmoms are withholding the children. They're not dropping them off the way they said. They are, gaslighting them on who they are and who they aren't, why they shouldn't be celebrating Mother's Day. So I wanted to slow down and speak to that woman. I know this is a joyous time and people are, celebrating, going to dinner, lunch, buying cars, all kind of fabulous things. Namaste. But I want to speak to the group of women, the group of people that are going through some sorrow around Mother's Day. Now, gray rocking is what I'm going to teach, a technique that you want to use for the rest of your life, because there's always going to be toxic people around and capacities that you just can't walk away from. It could be your boss, it could be an ex-lover, a co-parent, a grandparent, it could be an in-law, and you just can't get rid of them. The children are the center and you will have to deal with them. So how do you deal with them? When it comes to gray rocking, you want to absolutely take the emotion out of it. Because this toxic person actually gets their fuel, their volley, their excitement, their high off of going back and forth and round with you. So when you take the emotion out and talk real flat and matter of fact, they're going to have to go find some other fuel. Now, make no mistake about it. They're going to come out with all guns blazing to try to get you up and running the way you used to function, how you used to be combative and making points and begging or negotiating and going round and round. So it's going to get worse before it get better. So just take a deep breath around that. Dig your sand in the heels and know on the other side is peace and healthy boundaries for you. And also, here's the thing. Women, we need to make sure we're at peace and our mental state is solid, because the way that we function begets how our children will function. So although you're going to gray rock them and take the emotion out, you still want to have a place of release, because what you don't want to happen is that you dump it on your children because you're all frustrated and balled up and you find yourself the way you're cooking dinner and moving with them is really, not the way you want to do that. You kind of icy, cold, or you're combative. So you want to still flush it out. Doesn't mean you don't have to deal with those feelings. It means you don't deal with it with him. You don't let them see any of that. So, for instance, today we had a sister who was supposed to have her children about midday because it is Mother's Day. And the father basically said, nah, celebrate Mother's Day when you get them. Just being punitive, right? When he knows actually that is the actual court order. So I want to bring it to you. Here's what it is to do. You have this combative partner, whether it's an in-law, a grandma that's sharing custody or raising the children along with you. So you have a plan A, a plan B. A plan A is that they actually do it the way it needs to be done according to the court order or the agreement. Plan B is, nah, they ain't going to do it. They want to push buttons. So you want to have a plan B. What are you going to do with the free time? Long as the children not being abused and they're okay. What are you going to do with the free time? Are you going to go shopping, pampering, sleep in, cook dinner for the next day, watch a movie, write another chapter in your book, journal this down so you can flush it out? You definitely want to flush it out. You don't want to act like it didn't happen, because it's going to come up somewhere else. So whether you journal this out, you DM me for a session, create an extra session with your therapist, you call your pastor or your spiritual leader, you have a girlfriend where y'all just do this for one another, but you definitely want to build a village to support you through this process. Because it is happening. You just not letting him know how it's affecting you. You still need to flush it out. Don't act like it doesn't exist, because it very much does. So I just want to give you that gift as well. Gray rock can also come in with your employer. You need the job. You're in transition. You might be, interviewing to get out. But meanwhile, you're still having meetings. You have accountability to people of authority above you. It is about the task, the job. It's never about you, personal to them, what they say, what you say, according to the job's policy, according to the email that we received, always about the thing and not the emotions and the exchange of who that person is. Let me know if this helps you, and let me know if you want more teachings about this and I can bring it out and pull it out, give more examples. Go ahead and like and comment, share, because there's sisters all over that's dealing with this right now. And I feel like I'm like the Harriet Tubman of this craziness of relationships, that I've been through so much and it took me so long, 10 years to heal and then turn it into a business as a relationship coach. Oh, I'm so grateful, but I did not think I would make it on the other side. And I was truly suffering in silence. And it was just really a horrific time in my life. And now I am free. And I want to reach back to anybody that's still in pain and suffering because of the relationship choices that they made. And you want to get free. Even while you're in it, I promise you, you can be free. But to Harriet Tubman's point, it was said that she would have freed more enslaved people if they even knew that they were enslaved. So many people don't even know that they're so caught up in this rhetoric and this story. They don't even have a clue that this person has this spell over them and keep pulling them in, fighting and being combative when they actually can gray rock them, take the emotion out, still have peace and their own healthy boundaries. So like and share this video, comment, send it to your girl. You know your girl that always got a story. You already know she's going to call you tonight and tell you how horrible he was and how he treated her, how the siblings treated her, blasting her, how she not spending enough time with her mom, all of that, right? Send and make sure she hears this so she has a technique of how to deal with it and not just dumping and making it heavy for you to support her as a girlfriend, but you actually have a technique to deal with it to get free from these shenanigans and toxic people that at this point you may not be able to get away from. This is Focus from the Focus of Love, and I appreciate you being here. I'll see you on Wednesday on our live at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Bye-bye.